É aproveitar enquanto isto está on a roll. On a roll, allons-y. And hey guys, welcome back to the channel. And as promised, second video of the day. This time around, I bring you the chapter of the seven deadly sins of its name, Go Breakthrough. And if you can guess by the name and by last week's chapter, this is going to be a beast of a chapter. And my oh my, it is. And Ban and Meliodas just keep talking about who they came and how did they lost them. Ban says he just lost Elaine about an hour ago and Escanor yesterday, which is good to know that Escanor might be in the labyrinth somewhere. And it's nighttime, so he can't really do much. If you remember, Escanor is the guy that gets his power up in the day, reach the peak at midday and starts decreasing from there, and at night is just a plain useless sack of bones. But yes, and Meliodas says that Elizabeth is on the other side of the wall, as we know she is. That chemistry that they have going on, they can feel each other from the other side of the wall. Meliodas even says to Ben to go and find Elaine, and he said, nah, she's fine. She is with the Fairy King and a Holy Knight, which are obviously her brother King and the Holy Knight Jericho. Yeah, Jericho, I remember the girl's name. I'm terrible with names, which is surprising, since I have a good memory for this kind of stuff. And they say the real problem is not where they are lost, but it is how the hell are they gonna break through that wall. And even Harter says, but the wall has a huge regenerative power and speed. And Ban says, yeah, I know that already. They just don't care. And they just keep thinking, well, I could bust a hole. I could just flay around and see how she goes. I love these guys, and the strongest duo, well, not the strongest, they just power up, and we get the next, like, what, 3 or 4 pages just of them flailing and beating the absolute living hell out of the wall. And it keeps on giving. The ground shakes, they shout. It's just nonsense. You know what this reminds me of? A Dragon Ball battle, where there's a lot of screaming, a lot of flailing around and punches. Even they on the other side of the wall, they hear them breaking and shattering. And Arthur states, this is the 7 deadly sins, Dragon's Sin and Fox Sin. And thus it is. I love this image a lot. I don't know if 7 Deadly Sins already has a second season on the anime, but I would love to see this scene animated. Just Meliodas slashing and Ban flailing. They are indeed a strong duo. And after 4 pages of flailing and beating, the wall finally cracks. And I just love the way it cracks, with just a clean cut and somewhat round cut on Meliodas' side and just a circular cut on Ban's side. It's amazing. It really is. And just like that, the 2 beasts break across the wall and they start crossing it. And Arthur just keeps saying he envies the strength of Meliodas, how he wished to have the same strength as him, and how he would like to save Merlin. Merlin, as you remember, is in that kind of unformed state. She's like in that orb state and we only see her soul. It's kind of weird. I don't remember how she got like that. It was against Hendrickson, I guess? No, it was already on the 10 Commandments arc, wasn't it? It was right. It was against Garam. That's what. It was against Garam. I love how I'm just remembering this while recording the review, just spouting nonsense. I'm sorry for just moving from the topic. I do that a lot. If you watch my One Piece video, you'll know I love to blabber on. And that's how I like to do things, not just focus on the chapter, just talking about random stuff regarding the series, of course. And again, just the condescending part, and finally they reunite with the group on the other side of the wall, with Hauser, Gil Thunder, and the pig. I forgot his name. Hawk, that's it, Hawk. I'm sorry. Nanatsu's Notaizai names for me are a bit blurry sometimes, and it's been a while since I steadily read or watched. Now that I'm reading week to week, the names kinda blur sometimes. And Diane still with no memory. With no memory, but she already knows that they're my friends. But I don't remember, but they're my friends. But I don't remember. I mean, Diane suffers a lot from memory loss. She kind of reminds me of Wolverine on that sense. Wolverine is always without memory, and so is Diane. But if it wasn't enough for them to break through one wall, they broke through two walls, and directly towards the center of the labyrinth. And like that, we see an image of the other competitors and the commandments responsible for the creation of the labyrinth. We see Matrona already there, and a bunch of other guys, which I believe they are not known to us. Is that Hendrix? It is Hendrickson over here with the guy with the huge sword. I don't remember his name. He was the bodyguard for one of the sisters of Elaine. I'm not sure. I think it was the guy that went with them when they went training with the druids, I guess. But Hendrickson is here, and a bunch of other guys that we do not know yet. And Matrona, of course, a little guy next to her. A bunch of new characters I'm hoping for, at least. And thus ends the chapter. It was a short chapter. And the commandment saying let the festivities begin, and the final stage unveils over this saga what will happen. The name of the next chapter is Those of Legends, so I'm hoping for some pretty badass new characters, some pretty powerful guys. And what do you guys think? This is gonna give a very short video if it stays like this. So let's debate. Let's sit back, let's enjoy, and let's debate a little bit. Do you think that this labyrinth part was too short? In my opinion, I was expecting much more from Labyrinth. I was kinda afraid that we would have too much on the Labyrinth, of them walking around in the Labyrinth and trying to find the others. I was expecting that. I was a little afraid for that. But now that it's over, the part of walking around, I'm actually kinda worried for that. Because what now? Will it be a battle royale? Will everyone fight against each other? Will they fight against these two Ten Commandments? I mean, she's the Ten Commandment. He's the creation of her, I guess. I don't remember. This Ten Commandment arc has been a little fuzzy on my mind. I would like to reread her from the beginning and trying to piece things together better now. So yeah, what do you guys think? Is it going to be a battle royale, and then after such battle royale they will fight against them? Or they will be involved in the battle royale I don't know. I think that there will be kind of a battle royale between all of them. We might have some reminiscence going on. We might have some new characters that have a past with the Seven Deadly Sins. I mean, there's bound to be. Being the Seven Deadly Sins, a known group in all the world of Britannia, I guess it's the name of the continent. I can't really remember now. I guess there will be a lot of reminiscing to do. And yes, some pretty good battles. We'll finally get to see the true power that they acquired through their training. I'm guessing Meliodas got a serious, massive upgrade after that training. Ban, not so much since he was not training, but we know how Ban is. I mean, he just busted through a regenerative wall. I mean, if that's not badass, I don't know what it is. Then King and Elaine and Jericho might also join the party. I don't know where they are. They might even come across the hole Ban and Meliodas did. Or they might come from another entrance. And that leaves Escanor, Gother, and Merlin. 3 of the 7 deadly sins. I don't know if Merlin's orb is with Arthur, so we can leave her out of the equation. Escanor is probably in the labyrinth, so he might appear in a grand appearance like in the day. As soon as day breaks, he appears like you call. If Ban and Meliodas busted a hole through the wall, I'm willing to bet with you that Escanor will be able to blow an even bigger hole by himself. Because Meliodas himself stated that Escanor is far more powerful than him. And we've seen in the fight against Garam that Escanor, at the peak of its ability, or midway through the peak of his ability, he's pretty gosh damn powerful. So I'm hoping that Escanor will make a grand entrance, like just with his axe on the back, just busting a wall. Hi, I smell the party over here, can I join? Imagine that. And then we have Gother, which according to a few chapters back is one of the 10 commandments. Yeah. That stayed kinda in the limbo and kind of unanswered right now, so... Yeah, Gother is that character that always didn't feel right to me. He was just too random, even for 7 Deadly Sin standards. He was too random, and after we found out that he was supposedly a doll created by Merlin with a conscience, maybe that conscience is the conscience of one of the 10 commandments, and it was imprisoned by Merlin or by the 7 Deadly Sins way before the 7 Deadly Sins were created, or yes, probably before that. And then when Merlin joined, maybe Gother joined as well. Because since Merlin knows that he's a doll, then probably Merlin was involved in his creation. And probably Merlin will know more about that. I'm just hoping for them to have a bit more of a spotlight. Because Escanor, Gother and Merlin... Gother had a bit of a spotlight before, but Escanor and Merlin did not. So I'm hoping that with this saga and the next, if there is a next one, they will have much more spotlight than they had so far. So guys, I'm running out of things to say, and I don't want to turn this video into a very long one. As I said, I'm on a timer, my machine only records 20 minutes at once. So I hope it hasn't stopped already, and I hope it hasn't blurred the image. And there we go, the second video of the day, again with a bit of a delay. I am sorry for that. As I said on the fairy tale video, but if you by any chance didn't see it, I'll say it again. Starting next Monday, next week, my internship will begin. My college semester will begin again, and I'll have a schedule of 9 through 5 in the afternoon. So The videos will still be released. Don't worry, I'll do my best to keep a steady stream. I will try a video a day, maybe two if I can. I'll keep bringing Fairy Tail, Seven Deadly Sins and One Piece. I will start as well with Assassination Classroom and Boku no Hero Academia. So these 5 for sure I will try, probably one every day, so we have a week filled with videos, a video every day. Boku no Hero Academia and Assassination Classroom might get a bit delayed, or I release them in Monday and Tuesday, and then Fairy Tail and Nanatsu Wednesday and Thursday, and One Piece at Fridays. I have not decided yet how I'll do that. If you guys want to suggest, please feel free to do so. How the best way to approach the situation. Give me your opinions. As I always say, the comment section below is yours to use and abuse. So feel free to commentate about the chapter, any opinions you might have, any theories, your opinions on the video's quality or my performance. And I hope you have enjoyed it. Once again, sorry for the delay, and I will see you probably Thursday with One Piece, which is tomorrow, with the One Piece video. And bye bye. Please don't blur. Oh God.